We are nearly at Journey's End. This Angel Season 5 overview is our penultimate foray into the Buffyverse. And it's kind of emotional. Like with Buffy Season 7, I was watching sort of through and taking notes of, what episodes I wanted to cover. And there was a lot. There was a lot here because they knew it was the last year. They knew they had to kind of change directions, give us something very novel, very interesting, but also close a lot of plot threads from Buffy and from Angel itself, as well as giving us the wonderful open ending of Not Fade Away, almost like a big middle finger to the network saying, well, you can cancel us, but we're going to leave it open. We're not going to give you a clean break. I assume that's the reason for it anyway. I wouldn't put it past Joss and the team to do that. But the highlight videos, were very hard to whittle down. I think I've got more than usual again, like I did with Season 7 of Buffy, because it's that weird thing. When a creative team has no real constraints of worrying about the next season to come, they will throw everything at the wall and just go, hey, we'll see if this sticks. It's a lot like the first year often of a series. Not like first year of Angel, because it technically had the Buffy pedigree to sort of carry it through. But, first years of new series entirely with no heritage behind them, they'll throw various things at the wall and see what sticks. And likewise, if you know that this is your last year, the gamble, is worth it. You're pretty much guaranteed that you're not going to get another year, so why not try crazy idea about a Mexican luchador family who hunt demons, for argument's sake? Why not give us a massive heartbreak in the loss of Fred, and still have the actress playing someone with her form, effectively, in Illyria? Why not give us another vampire with a soul to contend with Angel, who, could be what the Shanxi Prophet is all about? And why not use that as an excuse to bring back Lindsay McDonald? Why not do all these things? Why not have Andy Hallett portray Lorne having had his sleep taken out, and so all his emotional kind of empath powers go out of control and make people do crazy things just because he tells them to, in the weirdest game of Simon Says? Why not have the team taking over, and I know this is technically the end of last season, but taking over the offices of their nemesis for the last 4 years? Why not do that? What have you got to lose? Maybe some parts of the fandom, but so what? We're going to lose the fandom next year anyway, because there's going to be nothing for them to be a fan of. If they really are fans and they really understand what us as writers want to do, they'll go with us on this journey. They may not like every part of it. Like, I didn't love every part of this season. Don't get me wrong. I know it sounds like that, but there were a couple of moments I was not sure of. I think one of the big divisive ones, at least as far as I'm aware, although everything I've seen says that people tend to love it, so I don't know, but I've seen enough hate and love for Smile Time. I've seen equal measure, although the IMDb scores, I believe, are quite high, and most people I've spoken to love it. I've maybe spoken to like one or two who've gone, I don't know why they had to do that. But anyone who's like familiar with Avenue Q kind of probably enjoyed it, because you've got naughty puppets, they're not like constrained by having to be super kid friendly. And wrapping it in a story of them taking children's life energy, and then having Angel become a puppet. I mean, what is not to love? A puppet vampire? It's crazy. And I've recently been watching Ash vs. Evil Dead, which, if people want me to, I can do videos on that in the future. I'm not going to do it like similar to this thing with Buffy and Angel, but I think maybe talking about it in general, maybe like a video a season as a general overview. And there's an episode of that with Ash, or Ashy Slashy the puppet, and I'm like, did they get the inspiration from Smile Time for that? I wouldn't be surprised. The idea of puppets being evil is great as an adult, because when you're a child, they're your friends. So subverting that is wonderful. And there's a lot of web series as well that do similar things. But like I say, this year was great. And like I say, we had the heartbreak. I grew to love Fred over time, as I'm sure we all did. But it really hurt me. There was literally a hole in the world, as the title of the episode is. Because that moment when she's kind of like really scared and dying, and Wesley's doing his best to help her through that, it's heartbreaking. It's really heartbreaking. And that is a video I'm going to cover next time, but I do want to talk about it twice, because it's that good. I've talked before about the comedy chops of particularly Alexis Denisov, but Amy Acker's got great comedy chops as well. And you always give, your dramatic moments to the comedian because they understand timing better than anyone. And I suppose the companion piece, to this is the girl in question. Whilst we had the whole Buffy Immortal, which technically, if you read the comics, it wasn't actually Buffy. It was a weird joke by Andrew. But read the comics for more on that, and I'll maybe talk about that next time. But when also that, she's trying to fool the Burkles, Illyria is trying to fool the Burkles into believing she's Fred. And almost kind of saying well, not almost, actually saying to Wesley, I can do this for you too. And, he's in two minds about it, because of course you would be. This is the woman you loved. Or at least what's left of her now. And why not have that moment with her, that final moment? But likewise, not a great idea, because that's not really her. And it's better to, I guess, let it go. It's better to accept that Fred is no more, hard as it may be. But like I say, this season was full of great moments, and like I say, a couple of missteps here and there. The whole sort of waiting for Spike to be corporeal. There are a few kind of moments of like treading water, like they were like, we don't want to do it too early because we're not sure what we want to do with him yet. In a way, I get a feeling of that. So there are kind of a bit of like a dragging the heels kind of feeling in some ways. And we also had, sort of Wesley's dad coming back and really getting to, because we never really delved into it too deeply. We knew that his father had a very poor opinion of him, there was disapproval, that kind of thing, but we'd never really seen it. And I love Roy Dotrice, pretty much everything I've seen him in, including the second Hellboy film. I know some people don't like that, but I enjoyed it for what it was. I can't think of a better person to play Wesley's father. He's got the authority and yet a softness to him that you can see he's protecting. He's building a wall, but he really cares for his son, deep down. And it was a great moment for Wesley to shake the shackles of his upbringing and the difficulties that he had having a father who demanded so much of him. And like I say, this season just really built up towards the end. The great final moment of, Angel getting in with this bad group, but only to figure out how to bring them down. He was sowing this kind of mistrust in the team for a reason. We got so many great endings, whilst also giving us this what's going to happen. And yes, like I said before, there are comics that continue the story for both Buffy and Angel. There's a lot of stuff that happens in those, which I'm not going to get into here. I haven't read most of them, to be honest. I've just kind of had synopses and kind of understood stuff from other videos, etc. But yeah, the ending of this, especially with Lorne killing Lindsay, that was such a dark moment. And him saying, that's it, I'm done, I'm out. This is my last thing that I'm doing for these guys. To see the charted course, if you will, that Lorne went on to get to that point is quite terrifying. And I can understand him saying, no more, this is it. And so we left, with the group fighting really for the sake of the world. And it was a great ending. And, I haven't even covered You're Welcome yet. I'm going to do that next time. But our farewell to Cordelia was handled so beautifully. And I knew, I figured it out well before the end. I was like, no, this is, she's already gone kind of thing. And it was really sad. It was heartbreaking in the right way. Similar to, the whole thing with Fred, the hole in the world. We said goodbye to characters, I think, very, very well, very, very emotionally, and in a way that respects their character and the actor that's playing them. To end this year, as in this season of Angel, as it did, I respect it, for what it tried to do. It wrapped up the plots, like I say, missteps were there, but overall it was great. I enjoyed it, and like I say, it's very hard for me to dwindle down what I'm talking about next time. But that will be the last one. And I'm kind of bittersweet, I guess, about it, ambivalent. It's nice to know that I've got these 23 videos, because I didn't do a highlight for season 1 of Buffy, under my belt finally. You know, when the next one's out, it'd be nice to have that closed. But like I say, it's the last time I'm going to be visiting it publicly. I'll still watch it down the line, and as I said before, I'll probably at least give the reboot a try. But yeah, so next time we'll be talking about something else, and obviously the week after that will be Angel, highlight reel, season 5, and the end of our Buffyverse journey. So, as always, thank you for watching, and until next time, take care.